Is an Kuang build. Just like all my other builds, I'm going to run you through the abilities, run you through the items and why to use those items. Then I normally give a level 20 Hyper Joust to show and demonstrate how much damage this can do. So first, what you always want to look at first is the passive. So you have your Alquan sword can hold up 3 charges and generate charges while the sword sheathed. So now, here's the thing about this. I'm not going to read the rest of it. You guys can read it if you don't, like, if you know. Well, if you don't know is what I mean. But basically, if he runs out of mana, he can use the 3 charges to instead of his mana. That acts as his mana now. Now, all of his abilities have more damage when you have the 3 charges, but it takes away a charge. So this is basically you turn invisible and you can explode your illusion behind you. This is a dragon call. This is your most powerful. That's the person that also requested the video right there. But dragon call, it's your most powerful shit. So Wildstorm. This okay. Let me explain this a little bit better. How to invite you? No. 1 second. Each hit when you have dragon call out, a dragon will hit it. Does a significant amount of damage, and if you double click your X or your 2 or your A, whatever you're playing on, whatever console, you shoot it and slow enemies. That's for when they're trying to run away. Now Wildstorm, these two go together. If you activate Dragon Call and then hit them with Wildstorm, the dragon will also hit them. Now Wildstorm, it basically just, there's a cone in front of you and it does a crap ton of damage. So here's the items. Now the person, they said they're not that well at English. So first item is, we're actually going to take that off and we're going to get boots, but different boots. We're not going to get of the Magi, we're going to get a Focus. Then Poly, we're going to get rid of that just so I can show them. Then Obsidian Shard. I'm just showing the people that don't understand English on what to get. That's the Reverb. That's Rod of Tahuti. Ooh, fuck me. You got Rod of Tahuti down here. And then you have Desolation. Now, in arena games, you're not really going to have, you know, enough time for Desolation. But if you can, try it out. There's your 2 with Meditation and Curse. Arena games, they're not really for like Desolation, but a Joust, a Conquest, Clash, Siege, you should be able to afford that by near the end of the game. And then that is basically your final push. You have your 2 potions, you have your 2 wards, and these are situational. So you have Book of Thoth, which is right here. You have the Void Stone, which I'll just go right here. Void Stone. Then you got Breastplate of Valor. And then you have the fucking Bulwark, yeah. So that's basically it. This is the final build after that's all said and done. And then you got just like your 2 potions. So you have 663 magical damage. This is not counting each hit with the dragons. Okay, and then your execution, everybody knows his execution by now. It's if they're at a certain amount of health, they basically get thrown up in the air, he eats them as a dragon, and it's pretty much GG. So we're going to go all the way up to 20, put that all the way down, and use it like that. Now, we're actually going to switch this out. Let's use somebody that can take somewhat of damage. So Ganyu, he'd be a nice one. This is basically to show you guys what it does. So we'll go to Mages, Kuang. Yeah, I've played Agni before on other accounts, but it's just he is not my guy. He is not. So we're just gonna wait this to load. Now on my Anubis videos earlier, and for some reason it doesn't happen in my local videos. So right when this starts, I'm going to stop it, and this is what you want to do first off. The first thing you want to buy is the dragon, then that, and then you will have to buy another dragon. So basically, you want to get your dragon all the way up to max before anything else. Your 3 is your lifeline.
A deadly tool for a deadly world.
I'm not going to use the elixirs, the elixir of power and the elixir of defense, because I want to show you guys what it can do right now. I won't get damage buff, and I won't get mana. Fuck me. And I'll explain after the video, not after the video, what the fuck, after this fight, why you choose all these items. But first I want you to just see, and I'm going to check real quick, see if I'm still, yep, I am. Alright, good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my dragons after I go invisible, which it doesn't matter, you can call the dragon first. I was basically waiting for him to stun me, but I guess he didn't. I mean, you guys, you have to remember, he's a warrior. So his defense is pretty high compared to most. The only higher defense is a guardian. And that's because they have so much sustain. We're going to go ahead and take out his Phoenix, and then we're going to kill him one more time, and then that should be it.
Behold my power! Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix. To me, my brethren!
See, when they're trying to run away, look at all that damage. That's 590. And he's building health and magical defense. So we're talking a fuck ton of damage, guys.
To me, my brethren! You have slain an enemy. A mighty sword!
So that's basically the finishing touches.
To me, my brethren! A mighty sword!
That's just a quick show of what the items can do when you put them together. Kuang, you have to play him not as a mage, but as an assassin. If you play him as an assassin, and you have this assassin mentality, I guarantee you will do so much better. So much better if you were to try to play him as a mage, because he's not a hang-back mage. He's not a distance fighter. So now, I'm going to take you guys to his actual build. Now the reason why we get the... Let me take all this stuff off. Now the reason why we get that is for our mana and cooldown. Here, let me bring up the items for you once again. And that's Poly, so we'll go here. It's life steal 75, magical power, 300 mana. I mean, using an ability gives your next basic attack within the next 8 seconds, which you're always using an ability because you have your dragons out. And then you have your 3, which is your cone damage. It gives you 75% more additional magical damage. All you want to do as Kuang is melt their health to where you can ult. That's penetration. That gives you, I'm not even going to bring it up, it gives you 70 magical damage with 33% penetration. That's Soul Reaver. You guys should know what that does. It's 100 magical power, 300 mana. When a god takes damage from your abilities, which a lot of them will, they take 10% of their maximum health and additional damage. If multiple gods are hit, which is basically for your cone, the damage is applied with the one with the most health. Those two go hand in hand. Then you got Rod of Tahuti. It's 125 magical power with an extra 25% of magical power. Then you have Desolation, which I believe after each kill it sets your cooldowns like lower. First it gives you 120 magical power, 20 magical penetration. If you kill an enemy god, all your cooldowns go down by 8 seconds. It can't activate more than 30 within 30 seconds. So that right there, because you're gonna ult almost every kill that you get, so it gives you an 8-second cooldown for not just your ult, but all of your abilities. So you'll instantly get your abilities back. Then you have Meditation and Curse, and then your potions and Ward and whatnot. These are situational, only situational. So you have Book of Thoth, you have Void Stone, Breastplate of Valor, and these are your, if you guys are getting wrecked and you just can't stay alive. Then you use that because it has cooldowns as well as protection, and that gives you a shield at 30% health. So that is the build. I showed you how much damage it can do, even to a warrior that's building defense and health items. So thank you so much. Big shout out to the person watching the video that requested Kuang. I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to like and subscribe if you already haven't, and I'll talk to you guys later.